Hello everyone, hi. I'll be really quick because I'm the last thing standing between you and the pub. So let's rush this. Hi, I'm George. I work at Nando's. I've been at Nando's for the past 3 years. And I really enjoy building my own stuff, and that's the reason of this talk. In my little spare time, I take care of this little demon over there. It's a full-time job. And sometimes I go-kart with John over there. I like to just lap him because I'm really fast. So as I said, I've been with Nando's for the past 3 years, and Nando's uses quite a lot of Go. If you're a Nando's customer, if you bought chicken from the app, it's done a bit of Go. And you know, it's the usual suspects. Like there's quite a few RESTful APIs, integrations with third parties, GraphQL stuff, PubSubs. And a little bit of scripting, again in Go, that interacts with APIs. But surely there's more to Go, right? As I said, I came into Go because of Nando's. So when I started working with Go, it was basic stuff in terms of, well, you just write handlers or you write some processors. And all the weird, complex stuff, Go routines, whatever, usually it's handled by the web server frameworks, like probably people have used Chi, for example, or Echo. Let's fight, what's the best? So, yeah, I really wanted to get into the language a lot more. I really wanted to learn a lot more, and I was having a bad day at work one day. Not Go related. I think I was fighting with CMake, syntax. Something weird was happening. I don't even remember. I probably didn't have enough coffee that day. So I said, it's done. We're going to have to rewrite it. It's like this guy who went up and said, I'm going to rewrite curl. Same idea. So I said, well, perfect opportunity, right? Because I really want to get better at Go. Why not try and do it in the language I want to learn? But is it even possible? So I went on an expedition. I tried to rebuild again Make with something called Bake. I didn't want to get sued. So it's an automation tool for boring and repetitive tasks. You essentially give it a task, say test, and you give it the steps for that task. It uses YAML syntax instead of like a proprietary language, kind of like Make has its own thing. I use YAML. I regret my choices, but that's what I had at the moment. It has some handy defaults, such as help and version, which I don't think Make does. And the main goal was to improve the developer experience, i.e. me not being frustrated. And I made it open source. So on the left, I've got a Make file, a very simple one. I'm not sure if you guys can see in the back. Did you realize that? Yeah.
There's a TV at that.
There's another screen.
There is, okay, because I didn't realize it's going to be a vertical room. Like, so. Anyway, so you've got like tests, build that has a clean step, and then your build, format, clean, and then you probably need a help there to explain what this Make file does. Now, if we go to the Bake file, you've got your metadata at the top. You've got your variables, you've got your defaults, and then it's what I call the recipes, essentially your tasks. Test, you give it a description, the steps that you want to run. You can use your variables here, and then this little up chevron, I don't know how you call it, means that if this fails, if this step fails, just ignore it, it's fine. So if you get exit code 1, for example, it's okay, ignore it. So that's what demo time. Fingers crossed. You have to go back. Okay, so it runs. It's a CLI. You install it through Go install or whatever, and you can just do, for example, Bake version. It's one of the defaults I was saying before. You confirm that that's the correct version. Okay, we're good. Let's see what we can do with it. You help, and you can. All right, cool. I can do clean. It doesn't do anything, there's nothing to clean. Tests. Runs a test in the project. One fails, this is foreshadowing for later. And then you do build, and it builds. Cool. And that's pretty much it. So it will take what's on the left, and it's going to try and run the commands over there. So I'll go back to the presentation because that was it. That was backup, in case I messed up. No. Okay, so then I wanted to take this concept a little bit further and start working with TUIs. For context, if you don't know what a TUI is, it's a user interface, but it's in your terminal, so you can have a lot more complex stuff instead of just, go do something. It has a full UI. But can we do something like this in Go? And thankfully we can. Hands up, who has used this? Who used LazyGit? Manchester had more. Crazy. Anyway, if you don't know LazyGit, again, it's a TUI. Helps you manage Git through the terminal. You can see your files that you've changed. You can see your branches, some context on the right. And I really like this. I really liked it because I use Vim as my daily driver, and I didn't like the testing frameworks that they had. I know there's Vim tests, and I couldn't get really a hold of the buffers and stuff and how they were allow you to run tests. I said, what if I could run my tests in my project but have a nice UI like LazyGit? So yeah, I built LazyTest. Essentially, I'll show you later in the demo, but you can view, search, and run your tests without leaving the terminal, hopefully. And I introduced something called engines, because I didn't just want to have it for Go. I wanted to make it generic. So if you wanted to run Rust tests, boo. If you wanted to run TypeScript tests, you can plug in your engine. Essentially, parses your project. Each engine has custom code to parse the project and then pass it into a LazyTest compatible format, so you can run it and you can read it and can make it nice. Demo time. So let's assume you're here and you realize, I've got a test failing. See, you can actually just run LazyTest, and as I said, on the left, you can see the tests on your current project. On the right-hand side, you can see the output. Hopefully, we'll see in a bit. Actually, I can run it. You can run all your tests, and you can get, the context to the right. You can search, and you get a little bit more information on the left. Now, this test is failing. Are we sure we could just press F to make sure that the test framework didn't make a mistake? It didn't. So you can go and fix it, hopefully, now that you know which test is failing. I had it open. I'm not that good of a programmer, so you figure out that you made a mistake there. All right, you can run it again, and you can search for load, for example. That's the one that was failing. You can run it. You can run the other one for good measure. And happy days. You can submit PRs, and it works. That was again backup. No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, both of these tools. Please feel free to go and look at my horrible Go. You can contribute if you want to. I'm currently trying to rewrite some parts of LazyTest. Someone mentioned that. What if you can run your own scripts, testing scripts, for example, instead of the engines that you provide? And I thought it was an excellent idea. But if you go back to the first slide, I don't have any time. So hopefully, some suggestions would be amazing. So what's the verdict, I guess? Why are we here? Yeah, I think Go is excellent. You don't only have to write web servers and pub subs and stuff. Like, you can actually write some cool stuff. Either if it's simple scripting or it's like a full-fledged application. You get all the amazing benefits of Go. There's the syntax, all the Go routine stuff, and Go run fast iterations. Just keep trying. And there's some awesome community third-party packages. TView is a UI library that I use for LazyTest. It's all the tree view and all that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure most of you have seen the term bracelet stuff. There's awesome like CLI UIs, that the spinners and everything. They're awesome. So definitely try Go. But we're here for a reason. We're like Go anyway. So. Yeah, final thoughts, I guess. That goes a bit more philosophical, but I was talking to a carpenter that came to help in the house, and he knew everything about his tools, right? Like he knew how to disassemble them, fix them, clean them, whatever. And I realized I don't know how to do that with my tools. I kind of download something, I run it, and I think there's value to know how our stuff are working and why we're using them, and you become a better programmer probably. And final thing, like tools shouldn't really force you to use them. Like they should enhance your workflow, not change it. So say you download LazyTest or the LazyGit. If it doesn't work for you, don't change the way of your working your ways of working to make it fit. Like you should build it yourself or find something else. Did I do okay? Okay.